What is fear? Is it good or bad? How can I overcome it? These are a few things we're going to touch upon today. I'm Neil from SystemsToGoals.com, and today the topic is fear. Fear is a natural emotion that we have that helps us or alerts us to the presence of a possible danger or threat. So there's two types. There's the physical threat, a lion in the field, and there's a psychological threat. Your mind conjures up things. Fear is very useful because it's nature's pause button. So it'll give us pause. It's telling us, I feel fear. Let me pause and figure out exactly what's going on, and then I can choose how to proceed. More times than not, the fear is psychological, and it's just coming from a story that's being made up in your mind. And I'm going to give you a few techniques to use to break through those fears. One of the first is a very intentional strategy. And it's one that I use. It was the first one that I knew I was using. And that strategy was, I have a fear of snakes. So I knew what the fear was. So instead of running from that fear, I hit it head on. And the way I hit it head on was I went to live demonstrations with professionals there. And I interacted with both the snakes and the professionals. And I became a little bit more educated on snakes and what their role in nature was. And what that did for me is it desensitized me to the fear a little bit. So now I am apprehensive around them. I still don't like being around them, but I'm not fearful of them anymore. Another technique that I learned was by accident. And this one was, I was in Hershey Park with my son, and he wanted to ride on the roller coasters. He wanted to ride specifically on Loop-de-Loop, which goes forward in a loop and backwards in a loop. He's out of his mind. And he wanted to ride on Storm Runner, 0 to 70 miles an hour in 2 seconds flat. He's out of his mind. So I'm standing there saying, there's no way I'm doing this. But I couldn't say that to him. I couldn't crush his dream of riding the roller coaster. And I didn't want to take my fear and place it upon him. So what did I do? I grit my teeth and I got online, praying the whole time that there was going to be a power outage and the roller coaster would get closed. But that didn't happen. So now we're online, we're getting into the car, the roller coaster. And by the way, it's the first car. The kid didn't want to sit in the middle. So I'm sitting in the front, I'm holding on, I'm gritting my teeth, I'm white knuckle, boom, 0 to 70 in 2 seconds flat. We're up, we're down the deep drop, we're left and right, upside down, all over the place. And you want to know something? 30 seconds later, I was the guy jumping off the roller coaster saying, come on, AJ, let's go, we gotta go again, we gotta go again, we gotta go again. I was like loving life. The fear was all in my mind. And I found that when you go through those intense activities, that your mind becomes conditioned that, you know what? Fears can be pushed through. It's not as bad on the other side as I thought it was. Skydiving is another great one for this if you're willing to jump out of a plane. Now, the third one was described to me by my mentor. And it was something that I was doing my entire life. I just never realized it. Because we all have courage. I have courage inside of me. And that courage was developed over my lifetime. And you have courage in you. And I'm hoping that this will help draw out that courage. He used to say, lean in to your challenges. And what he meant by that was just hit it head on. Right? Use the energy that the fear conjures up and use that energy to overcome the fear. Don't let the fear overcome you. And I should have been using this at the roller coaster, right? The roller coaster, all those people were getting off the roller coaster. That was my first indication that everything was going to be okay. They all had smiles. They all were enjoying themselves. My second indication should have been, Disney's not going to put a ride in their park that's going to harm me. It's bad for business. So that's what I should have thought about, not the drop, not 0 to 70, not going upside down. My mind was focused on the wrong things. So lean into your challenges. Find people that are doing the things that you want to do and surround yourself with them. So that if you want to invest in real estate but you're afraid of toilets and tenants, is that really a legitimate fear? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But go out and find out from people that are actually doing it. Right? Let your courage come out. Remember, fear is nature's pause sign. It's not a stop sign. Have a moment. Think about it for a brief moment. Don't analyze it until you become paralyzed. And then proceed. Now, down below, I want you to discuss a fear that you had and you overcame, because that's going to help people that are trying to overcome fears. And you may have a better strategy than I have. Or I want you to list a fear that you have that you're looking to overcome, and we can help you overcome that fear. All right? So until next time, I want you to go out there and I want you to be unstoppable.